Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Gershon here. This week we're going to be working with the vowel A. So we're going to be talking about some different A sounds that A can make. In our first headers, and I'll show you where those are. Let me switch over to my pen here. In our headers, right up here in this section, you're going to be starting to notice some symbols that are being used, and maybe you recall them from last year. But in our first header, we have the letter A with almost like a smile, like from a smiley face, like the smile on top of that. That's a short A, and that A is going to say A as an apple. We also have 3 long A's, A sounds in our headers. Our first long A is going to have an A in the vowel and an E at the end, making the A say its own name, A. In our second long A pattern, which is your third header, you're going to have A connected to another vowel, I, causing A to say its own name again, A. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. In our last header, you also have the long A sound, so the A is going to say A, and that is spelled with an AY. And those words that have the AY in it have the AY at the ends. That's why you see consonant, vowel, vowel, because the AY is at the end of the word and there isn't another letter after it. That's one way that you can decide, am I choosing AI or am I choosing AY? AY is always going to be the ending of the word. The Y will always be the last letter. So, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read to you the list of words. I always start in the first column here with the word nail, and then I'm going to read down each of the columns, and then we'll talk about our patterns. So our first word is nail, raise, play, slave, may, taste, shape. Second column, day, glass, grain, clay, they, gray, aid, and past. In our third column, trade, stay, brave, stand, tray, gain, say, and pray. Now looking at all of our words, you'll notice that you have an A in all of the words. And in the past, you've also looked for any oddballs, so any words that stuck out that weren't going to follow the pattern. So let's start with our first header, the short A sound. So we're looking for words that say ah. And as I look through this first column with nail and raise and play and slave, may, taste, shape, as I'm saying them, I'm hearing the A say its own name, A. Second column, I have day, glass. So A and A are 2 different sounds. So in the word glass, you have a short A sound. So that would go under your short A sound. Then I have grain and clay, they, gray, aid, pass down at the bottom, another short A. I keep hearing A and then all of a sudden I switch to A. Last column, trade, stay, brave, stand, tray, gain, say, and pray. In this column, the short A comes in the word stand because you're not hearing the A sound. You're hearing A and with the letters ND at the end. So looking back up at our headers again, you're looking for long A now that have an E on the end. So as I'm looking through my first row, I do see here the word raise, and it says A and there is an E on the end, but you have an AI together. So I'm going to save that for the AI column. So I'm looking through again, play, slave, may, taste. Here we go. We have an A, consonant, E. That E is making the A say its own name. Then I have the word shape on the bottom. Again, A, consonant, E. Notice how I keep repeating the words, looking for the sounds. It's very important to say the words either out loud in a whisper voice or in your head so you can hear the sounds that those vowels are making. Day, glass, grain, clay, they, gray, aid, past, no E's there. Then we have our header, trade, brave, and that's it in that column. Now moving on to AI, again, you're listening for the A sound, and the word is spelled with AI. Same with AY. You're going to do the same thing, say them, and find them, and we're going to end up cutting our papers out, our little words out, and sorting them under our headers. There is going to be an oddball this week. I have a word that makes the A sound, the long A sound here. That word is they. At the end of the word, you hear AY, or just long A. But it is spelled differently. It is spelled with an EY instead of an AY. So that's going to be your oddball this week. At this time, I'm going to have you get a pair of scissors. Remember, scissor safety. I would like you to start cutting out the words that I am going to put on your desk, and I would like you to start sorting them under your headers. Remember these dark words on the top, day, trade, nail, and glass. Those are all your headers. So you're going to pop those underneath your symbols. All right, if you have any questions for me or don't understand what a word means, please raise your hand and I can help you. Happy sorting.